Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Ready.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Love now. Out to the left here to Reed. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Jaden Reed,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On play action, it's Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Lucas Van Ness able to record his 5th sack of the season. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
They'll get 34 yards there.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Carlson on for the extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A 2nd down pass play there, but it... Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Love going to break the huddle and lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. But you look at this defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready. Right through.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards.
And the Packers open the lead up to 34-0. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Cardinals are able to at least get one score back.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Cardinals 7.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Red, cycle. Ready?
Off the play fake, Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
Yellow, go. Needle, blue. Fury, yellow. Let's go. Go set.
Love now to pass on first down. That's complete. Right side, driver with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Let's go.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Seal, black.
On 1st and 10, Love. Wide open receiver, complete.
Still going.
Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 62 yards.
And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Cardinals 7. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
He finds Ivory here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it go for Ivory.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Drill green. Green jack.
Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Fight, white. Claws red.
Play action this time with Love.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down this time to 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Go red. Black shot. Strike.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, blaster, six, blue, go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Red, yellow. Slide through. Red, cycle. Blue, striker. Needle, blue. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10.
Okay, ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's second and 10.
Drill green. Set.
Throwing. Love.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Love. Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. And it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This is taken in by McBride.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll pitch it out here. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Cardinals are able to claw one back.
Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And shutting him off. Now open field. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
First down, Green Bay.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 18-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run this one in. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal.
An 18-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught. This is Ivory. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now this is caught. He hits more.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore.
62 yards.
And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Packer first down.
Come on, set.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Mega. Blaster, stick. Red, yellow. Slide blue.
First down, love to pass. His throw incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he's got it. That's a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Dobbs.
He scored on the ground and
one through the air. And the Packers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this will be returned from
deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Go Fury. Check Fury.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Love from the gun.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
B.J. Ojulari.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is, For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On play action, Love to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw now, here's Love. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I would.
And now off to the races down the right side.
How about this?
A beautiful fake. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the